habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening with you.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard
line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 11 yards there, first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On first down, it's Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on second and 6, Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
Back to football. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Harrison's
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Check, 55, check. Hey, 18. Just like that.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll set up to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now Cousins.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
Cousins pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
19-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of
So many
3.
teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Madison, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ball carrier.
Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
The kick is
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Seahawks nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
1st and 10.
Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Seahawks.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st down Vikings.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On third down, Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 18-yard line.
8 yards to go on second down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mark 55! Mark 55! They can't hang with us!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Double dog, that's the way. Check, 55 to mile. Check.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Benson Mayowa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and long for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second and a yard, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third and short.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. They keep it with Penny on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Trubisky will throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Cousins pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards the pickup. First down, Minnesota.
7. And the Vikings.
They run again on first down. Cook. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
There on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 38, Cousins. Escaping the pressure. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Hendricks in on the tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
With a 49-yard line.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
For a Seattle.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. It's caught. Lockett. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A second and 10 now. They go play action with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Brings up third down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Carson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. This is Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
Carson, the ball carrier.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
On the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On second and 9, Cousins. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Benson Mayowa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head up.
And for a third time, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Airing it out for Olsen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
His kick is
And he
good.
knocks it through.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Seahawks 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Get ready. Right there. 54, right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. On 1st down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped him free from his grasp.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, ball.
Throwing here, Trubisky. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope when they had to slog their way.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
I don't think it takes much to call into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now, you got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Setting up the screen for Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and and through the air. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties.